Hello everyone, I just wanted to show a quick project today. This morning I got up quite early because my husband was working and it's a Sunday morning. Everybody else was going to be sleeping in, so I spent some time having a look at some videos, just flitting from video to video, and I came across one by Fiona Jennings 644, and she was doing something called I think a gum pincushion or bubblegum pincushion, something like that. Now I couldn't listen to it because the volume in my computer that I was on doesn't work at the moment, but I was watching it and it sort of sprung an idea that I'd like to go and make a pincushion. So I decided this morning that I would make a couple of simple pincushions, and I'm really happy with how they turned out. The first one is this one here. It's made from an old sugar bowl. The lid of it was so degenerated, and I just picked it up from the op shop. I think it cost me about $1. It's not, it's not pure silver or anything like that, but it did turn out really lovely, I think. All I've done is stuffed the inside of it. I'll put a link to her tutorial below because she actually shows you how to make the insert of it out of a doily, and rather than me show you, just go watch hers. It's very simple. All I used for mine was I had this doily here, and as you can see it's got a circle there. I cut the other one out, and it was just a really nice size for the top of the pincushion. Underneath that I put some of this curtaining fabric that Var sent me. Thank you, Var. And that's really soft. And then under that, just to stuff it, I've got a little bit of cushion stuffing, so it just goes straight under the curtaining fabric, and then the doily goes over that. And it's wonderful actually because most stick pins, as we know them, have a very sharp point and they will go through anything. But some stick pins are made out of, the jewelry making pins, and they don't have a point on the end, so you can't really stick them in anything to stand up. But with this, it's simple. Look, because it's netting underneath there, those kinds of stick pins will stick in so simply. And I think this is one that that's one that came in the kit that I bought from Lele, and it's a beautiful stick pin, but I could never really stick it into my pincushion castle because it's satin, whereas this has the netting, and it just, it goes in here just beautifully. So once I'd done the insert, I glued it in using my Helmars glue. And then I put this little trim around it that Hazel sent me with her Matchbox. Thank you, Hazel. Then this old bracelet that I had, I just put that around the edge there. Just allowing for the handle on both sides. And then this beautiful brooch here, I've actually just pinned it to the cushion itself. Jude sent me that in our egg carton swap, and I'm very happy with how that's turned out. I think it has sort of retained the lovely shape of the sugar bowl without being over fussy. So that was the first one. And then I'd had the actual sugar bowl on my shelf here for a couple of months. I bought it a couple of months ago, and when I bought that, I bought a candlestick as well. And I really liked the candlestick because it was very whimsical looking. I always thought I'd do something fairy-like with it, but as it turned out today, I just made it into a little tiny pincushion, and I think it's really sweet. Can you see that? Just a little bit of lace trim here from Mad About Scrappin', a few bling pieces around the edge, a tiny little insert with one of those doily medallions stuck on top. And they're just the little... So on top I've just put the medallion. They're usually the little pieces that are left over from cutting out a larger doily. You cut out the medallions, and these are usually the joining parts in between. So I just popped that on top and just a little bit of bling down the bottom here to finish it off. I think it's quite nice like that. It doesn't need over decorating, it doesn't need to be over fussy. They're just quite elegant the way they are. Okay, thank you for joining me today. Bye bye.